All right, everybody, welcome to another Tide Guy Trivia Night. Tonight we're going to have Joey Foster,
Howdy.
we got Mike Fort,
Go blue.
we got the man, the myth, the legend, Tony, we have Hillbilly Skeptic,
Hey y'all.
and we got Jackson. How we doing, guys?
Doing pretty.
Can't complain.
How you doing, man?
Doing
Excited
good.
for trivia, man. Excited for trivia.
Trivia.
Everybody, to remind you of the rules, you're going to start out, you're going to get two passes. If you pass it and the guy gets it wrong, you get the point. But if the guy gets it right, he gets the point. Plus, you lose a point, and you got two chances to do 50-50.
Is there an
All right.
audience question? Ask the audience lifeline.
Yeah.
Shit, that mean I gotta open up the room?
we
Who would you ask in the audience? I'm just curious because like the
'cause
audience.
once we get the audience, we'll have traveling fools and
I say, does anybody got Traveling Fool's number?
Yeah. Well, I'll just text traveling pools. I'll just text him and say, "What's the answer to that?" And he'll send it back to me. So
What about the phone a friend option? Is there a phone a friend option?
no, D4 is busy tonight, so
Oh.
everybody's phone a friend would be either traveling fools or D4.
Hey, Mike, your mic's crackling again there, buddy.
I think it's your mic. I don't believe it's your internet mic. I believe it's your microphone.
Sounds Right. like a loose connection.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like a loose connection.
Loose, shit. loose connection.
Because every time you move, it see like you're moving now and it's going in and out.
Okay, let me try and fix it again.
Yeah, I think it is just a loose wire or loose connection.
And plus, there's a lot of noise, right? So I'm hearing that noise. I guess y'all are too, right?
Yep.
Because he leaves and the noise goes away.
All right, here he comes back. All right, how's that?
You tell me.
Yeah, well, you sound better, but we
Yep.
still hear like it's like there's this noise. It's not. It's just a hum, and that tells me it's your microphone. That there's a hum.
You got a
That-
fan on or anything like that, Mike? I got a what? A fan or anything like that going? There's TV on in the background.
No, that's not what it is.
That's the humming. All right,
Maybe I'll get a new headset from Amazon sometime soon. Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
there we
Mike.
go. We'll get him. Yeah. All right, Joey. We
Yeah.
got Dennis 3, 4, 5, and All American. Which card would you like to start out on?
Let's start out with All American.
Get AA out of the way, huh?
Get it out of the way. I mean, I like that one, but it's not my strong suit.
All right. Who is the only entertainer to have won an Emmy, a Tony, and an Oscar?
An Emmy, a Tony, and an Oscar.
What year?
And remember, these were made in 1993.
93.
Tony and Oscar.
You know, I'm gonna say Marlon Brando.
It was Rita Moreno.
You know what? I'm gonna have to take his headphone set off. Hold on a second. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
I can hear you fine. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear you fine. That noise from whatever that hum is driving me crazy in my headphones.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, that was Rita Moreno. All right, here's your entertainment question. Who charged promoters extra if they wanted him to do a duck walk during performances?
God. Yeah, I'm gonna pass that. Let's pass it to Tony.
Tony, who charged promoters extra if they wanted him to do a duck walk during performances?
What's the category?
Entertainment.
I have no idea. I don't even know what a duck walk is.
When I tell you who it is, you'll know. You guys all probably love this guy. He was one of my favorite singers. He sung a funny little song called My Ding-a-Ling. Mr. Chuck Berry.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was like a circus person or something. I had no idea.
Now, like I said, when I told you the name, it makes sense. You know, Chuck Berry. I mean, all right. Joey gave up one of his passes, but it worked for him. All right, Joey. Here's your history question. Who said in his second inaugural speech, "I see 1/3 of a nation ill-housed, ill-clad, and ill-nourished"?
Repeat that for me again.
Who said in his second inaugural speech, "I see 1/3 of a nation ill-housed, ill-clad, and ill-nourished"?
Yeah, I'm thinking that was FDR, but let me think for a second. Shit. Yeah, I think it was FDR that said that.
It was FDR.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, here's your place category. What city hosted the first Miss American pageant in 1920?
Was Donald Trump alive then? If Donald Trump was alive, but probably New York, but probably either New York or Atlantic City.
His grandpa ran this one. No.
Huh?
His grandpa would have ran this one.
His grandpa would have ran this one, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I don't have a clue. I said New York or Atlantic City. I don't think either one of them be right, but I'll just say Atlantic City.
It was Atlantic City.
Shit.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, here's your sports and leisure. What athletic shoe company commands in ads, "Life is short, play hard"?
Life is short, play hard. I might have to use my 50-50 here. Let me think for a second. Let's see. Nike is Just Do It. What is Reebok? Is Reebok Life is Short? I'm gonna say Reebok.
It is Reebok. Well, you know it wasn't Adidas. Isn't Adidas High Hitler? I mean, never mind. You guys you guys know about Adidas, right?
It's Adidas.
Adidas.
Yeah, his name is Adolf. He was part of the Nazis, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wild card, Joey.
All right.
What workhorse of kids' transportation is the Radio Steel and Manufacturing Company famous for making?
Workhorse of Kiss. Did you say Kiss?
Kids. Children.
Workhorse. Wait a minute. Ask me the question again.
What workhorse of kids, children transportation, is the Radio Steel and Manufacturing Company famous for making?
I have no idea. Bicycle.
Radio Flyers, man. Come
Radio
on.
Flyers. It was
Oh, the wagon. Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless.
All right.
Jesus, I wasn't thinking.
Joey, you got 3 right and you passed one and they get it wrong, so you get 4 on that one.
Good job, Joey.
Yeah, I should have got that last one. That was stupid of me, though.
Yeah, it said radio steel.
I
thought.
know. Yeah, that was dumb.
All right, Mike, would you like Genesis 3, 4, 5, or would you like All American?
Yeah, I'll go All American.
All right. Everybody's going to get this one out of the way.
Why not?
Here we go. What pop star did People magazine run 73 photos of and 33,205 words about in 1984?
84? Well, that was the Thriller album, so I'll say Michael Jackson.
That would be Michael Jackson. All right. Entertainment. What Black American woman wrote the play A Raisin in the Sun?
Oh, damn.
Harriet Tubman.
No.
Little after her time. Just a little.
I'm going to kick myself. I can't pass because I know other people know it. And I know it too. I just cannot think of her name. Pass.
That was Lorraine Hansberry.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks. I knew it. I just could not think of the name.
I
I'm terrible with literature.
believe that Sidney Poitier was on the movie version of it.
I never saw the movie.
I never saw the movie, I can be honest with you.
I
All
saw like bits and pieces of
If
it.
people had passed that to you, Jackson, would that have been your guess?
Sidney Port? No.
Nah.
All right, Mike, here's your history question. How many of the 3,351 people awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor were women?
It's probably one of those going to be like 0 or 1. I'll do 50-50.
All right,
0 and 1.
you got it right. It was 1.
I afraid it wouldn't have been some number like 312 or something.
Her name was Mary, what was it? Walken? Or
Never
I
Walker?
have no idea.
Walker, I think. Mary Walken or Walker?
Couldn't tell you.
I only know that because it was another trivia question I had not too long ago.
There's a Dr. Mary Walker. Is that who it was?
Yeah, she was a doctor.
I don't know if that's who it was, but when you say
She
Walker,
was
Mary
a prisoner
Walker,
of war and a surgeon. So yeah, that's who it was. All right, Mike. Here is your place question. Oh, let me mark off one of your 50-50s. Oop. All right. What South Dakota National Park's name is a translation of the Indian name Makasika, meaning land bad? What South Dakota National Park's name is translation of the Indian name Mako Sika, meaning land bad? Don't overthink it.
The Badlands?
There you go.
It's the only thing I can think of. It's like, no, I can't. I don't think it's Mount Rushmore.
All right, sports and leisure. Who's the most famous boxer born in Louisville?
Oh, that'd be Mr. Float Like a Butterfly, Sting Like a Bee.
Jeez, right?
Eagle flies on Muhammad Ali.
I'll call him Cassius Clay.
Greatest.
All right. Here we go. What 4 words were always heard on Dial Media ads hyping Vegomatics and Ginsu knives? Don't overthink this, Mike. What 4 words were always heard on Dial Media ads hyping Vegomatics and Ginsu knives?
I think I know what they are. It also includes the deluxe leather carrying case.
I'll say as seen on TV.
No.
But there's more.
What? Wait,
It slices.
there's
It
more.
dices.
Oh no!
Yeah, I almost said
Slices.
that. It slices and dices at Julien's Fries. I've heard that. I didn't think that was it.
No,
Oh,
it's,
no.
but wait, there's more.
Oh, it is.
Always
Yeah.
got more.
Call now.
Well, there's
Some gourmet.
There-
Well,
there-
Mike
Exa-
got it right then.
All right, you got 4 out of 6, Mike. Good job.
Yeah. Got it out of the way.
All right, Tony. Which category? Which card would you like? Genesis 3, 4, 5, or All American? He's muted.
I was muted. All American.
All American. Here we go. Okay, first question. What Georgia governor reported that the UFO he'd seen on January 6, 1969 was about the size of the moon?
You could have stopped when you said Georgia governor seen a UFO, and he would have got that.
Isn't it Jimmy Carter?
It is Jimmy Carter. All right, here we go, Tony. Here's your entertainment. What sitcom secret agent had an undercover dog named Fang?
Was it Inspector Gadget?
No.
Oh.
Does anybody know?
Columbo?
Get smart.
Yep, this guy used to talk in his shoe.
Yeah.
Maxwell Smart.
Get smart, yeah.
All right. Tony, here's your history question. What much anticipated comment inspired a 1974 New Yorker headline reading Dud?
I'll pass that to Mike.
Mike,
Wait, hold on. What? Okay, what's that again?
history. What much anticipated comet inspired a 1974
Oh, Comet or Comet?
comet.
Oh, it's okay. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I thought you said comment.
Oh, comet. If you know it, Tony, I'll let you give the answer.
Is it? It's Haley's Comet, isn't it?
It was Kohoutek.
Okay, never mind. I should have passed it anyway.
That's good because I would have said Haley's comment.
The good news, Tony, is you saved your pass. The bad news is it was the wrong comment.
Yeah.
Come on, Tony. The Kahootek comment. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody knows the Kohoutek. I mean,
I've actually heard of it, but I would have thought Haley's comment.
You can see it best from the mountains of Croatia.
all right. Here's your place question, Tony. What U.S. state gave us Dan Quayle and David Letterman?
Indiana.
Indiana is correct.
Yeah, Letterman went to Ball State. Where, like,
Didn't David Letterman go to Ball State?
yeah, I was. That's what I was just saying. He went to Ball State because my ex-girlfriend went to Ball State.
All right, Tony, here's your sports and leisure. What 80s boxing champ was nicknamed Marvelous?
Oh, man.
Mike Tyson. I don't know.
Marvin Hagler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was Marvin.
marvelous Marvin Hagler.
But I wasn't going to pass it because I figured every one of you would know.
Yeah, passing me a boxing question is bad news.
I'll remember that, Mike.
Shit. I mean, I know nothing about boxing.
Well, I figured that one, Marvelous. I figured most people had heard of Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Tony,
he died what, last year or 2 years? About 2 years ago.
It was recently. I know that.
2020, I
Yeah.
think.
February 20.
All
I
right.
heard
Tony, here's your last question, wild card. What cigarette brand began using a cowboy in its ads in 1962,
Yeah.
eventually making it the world's bestseller?
Marlboro.
That is Marlboro.
God,
Man,
that's
I
so
have-
easy.
the Marlboro Man.
I missed the Marlboro Mile catalog, man. They had some nice stuff in there. Nice, you
They
get a
did.
nice jacket and everything.
Hey, you know what? Do you remember the pool table? You had to have points to get the pool table and stuff. I had enough points to get the pool table. I had this big ass envelope, right, plumb full of these points, and I mailed it off. And I waited like 6 months, and I never got this pool table. So I called Marlboro, and it was like, we never got anything. I traced that thing down, and it was in my package was in Atlanta, Georgia, in the dead man's file. And by the time I got the package back, they stopped doing that promotion. For the pool table.
Oh,
Man,
And I never got my pool table.
Now, I'll tell
It
you.
wasn't-
I'll
it
tell
wasn't
you the one
Marlboro's
I
fault,
didn't like, Joey. The one
Huh?
I didn't like was Camel. Because I was a high school senior when I was, no, my junior year. No, it was my senior year. In civics class, we all ordered from the Camel company, and we all got T-shirts. And in civic class, I told my civics teacher that I wanted to do a lawsuit against Camels for discrimination. And my teacher's like, "What do you mean discrimination?" I said, "Missy Polish's Camel shirt comes with 2 humps." I had to go to the principal's office.
weren't Camels like extremely strong cigarettes?
Not as
Oh.
strong as Lucky Strikes.
I'll tell you the ones that were
the non-filters, yeah, man.
Chesterfield.
So Lucky Strike used to say LSMFT, which meant Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. But I always said that it meant let's screw, my finger's tired.
I know Chesterfield. They didn't have filters, so
Well, that's what I was saying. It's like back in the day, like I grew up, it was like every cigarette was filtered. But I remember I had, my mother was like, her father was like, and mother were like almost in their 50s when they had her. So some of my uncles were much older, and they all smoked non-filters.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
yeah, because I always
Well, Lucky
remember
Strike.
watching Bear Bryant. Bear Bryant would always be
yeah,
spitting. He'd take a puff and he'd spit. And
Lucky Strike has a new cigarette now that I didn't know they had. Somebody come over the other day. It's a relative of Yvette's, and they were smoking Lucky Strike Crush. So does everybody know what Camel Crush is? So it's a full flavored cigarette, and you can crush the filter and it becomes a menthol. These were Lucky Strike Crush, so you could have regular or menthol. And I asked him for one because I wanted to try it because I hadn't tried Lucky Strike in years. That was a pretty damn good cigarette, but like I say, it's filtered, not like
Now, see-
unfiltered ones.
most of the cigarettes down in Mexico City have that little thing that you crush and it changes the flavor.
Yeah,
And in Mexico City, a pack of cigarettes is only like $2.75.
yeah.
Hey, you guys, I used to smoke cigarettes, right? And I tried a lot of, all the different brands and stuff. I have to say my favorite as far as flavor was probably Winston's. What was your guys? Like, if you guys ever smoked, what was your favorite?
Well, well, I smoke still, and my favorite brand was always Marlboro. But I roll my own now because I can roll 2 cartons for $16.
Right.
So that's what it cost me to roll 2 cartons of cigarettes. So I just roll my own now. And the thing about it is, if you get regular tobacco, if you get full flavor tobacco and roll your own, you can't breathe after you smoke one for like 3 days.
Right.
So I have to buy
Jeez.
like the really mild tobacco and roll them. But it saves me a lot of money. A lot of money since Marlboros are like $8 to $10 a pack now.
Oh,
Jeez.
Well, and see, Hillbilly, I never really smoked. I always did Copenhagen. I tell everybody, do Copenhagen. You can see it in your smile. You know,
I smoke cigars, but not cigarettes.
And I dipped for a long time too. And especially when I worked in the coal mines, you can't smoke underground, so I would dip and chew tobacco. And I was awful partial to coal and Levi Garrett Golden Blend and Red Man Golden.
Red Man. Yep.
Hey, Tiger, I'm gonna send you a can of what's called Artisan Grange. It's a West Virginia company, and they sponsor our West Virginia channel on Mark Rogers. Artisan Grange is hemp. It's not really tobacco. It's hemp,
And that's this. This isn't tobacco. I mean, I chewed tobacco for years. This is called smoke. I think it's a Smoky Mountain. It's herbs because I don't want to get. I don't want. I've been off of tobacco for over 5 years, but I've had a craving for tobacco so bad since I've been back.
Makes sense, yeah.
All right, Jackson, we're up to you. Which card would you like? Genesis 3, 4, 5, or All American?
Can I have Genesis 5?
All right, Genesis 5. Here we go. People, what South Atlantic U.S. state thought the shag would make a fitting official dance?
The shag. And you said this is a South Atlantic state.
What South Atlantic U.S. state thought the shag would make a fitting official dance? And believe it or not, my fat butt in 1989 came in 6th place in a shag contest.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
I used to be able to dance.
Shall we shag now or shall we shag later?
I'm gonna take a guess and say North Carolina.
Go south.
Well, let's see. North Carolina's in the South.
Now go to South Carolina. You were close.
Oh well, suffering succotash. I was one off, wasn't I?
And the state I wanted in was North Carolina, so that's what I would have guessed too. But yeah, no, it's South Carolina.
What a strange official thing for a state to have, though, an official dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Texas would have the 2-step.
Well, I know here, like if my county had one, it'd be the incarceration Macarena. Put your hands and then on top of your head and then behind your back.
I know a lot of time in high school, Iowa's, if my generation would have had it, would have been the watermelon crawl. Watermelon wine. We did a lot of watermelon crawls. All right, Jackson, are you ready for your arts and entertainment?
All set.
What movie prompted Julia Roberts to thank the prop department for granting her more cleavage than God ever thought to give me?
Why do I have a feeling that the movie is Pretty Woman?
Is that the thought?
Seems like it, because there's a lot of cleavage in that movie.
You know what? It is not.
What?
It was Erin Brockovich. Remember, she had the big.
Yep. That was my guess too.
Yeah.
She was really sexualizing Erin Brockovich.
Yeah, I mean, in Pretty Woman, she had some cleavage, but in Brockovich, I mean, yeah, there was almost Dolly Parton level cleavage in that one.
You know, Erin Brockovich rocked it like that, though, man. I saw her in some interviews and stuff, and she would, that's how she rocked, man. She had the goods, man. She liked to show them.
But, right, wrong, or indifferent, during Brockovich's time, she almost had to make a name, because back then women wasn't trusted with big lawsuits and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's kind of the game they had to play back then. All right. Here's your history question, Jackson. Are you ready?
All set.
What union member disappeared a month after telling Playboy, "I don't need bodyguards" in 1975?
I'm gonna pass it to Mike Ford.
Oh, I wouldn't have done that
Oh,
one.
that was crazy. I wouldn't have passed that to nobody.
I didn't hear the question.
I could stop after the first four, but I'll read the whole
Yeah.
thing to you. What union member disappeared a month after telling Playboy I don't need bodyguards in 1975?
You passed me this one?
Yeah,
That'd be old Jimmy H.
yeah.
Right. I
The
forgot.
the man, the man, the myth, the Teamster dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's that guy that Al Pacino played in The Irishman.
I don't know about that, but yeah, a Michigan guy's gonna know Jimmy Hoffa.
yeah. Once you said I'm going to pass that to Mike, I'm like, yeah, that was a mistake. If anybody's, I knew Joey, I knew everybody was going to know it, but I knew Mike.
Yeah, I mean, hell, he's
Oh.
buried. He's inside the concrete there at Giant Stadium. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't
in
know that.
Meadowlands.
I didn't know that Jimmy Hoffa was talking to Playboy.
Yep.
Well, they didn't want him talking to anyone.
No. No. All right, here we go, Jackson. Here's your sports and or science and nature.
All right.
What would an ornithophobic Bible thumper fear to tread?
Let's see. They don't want to go near a snake.
No, that would be heaven.
Heaven.
I'll be right back. I'm running to the restroom.
All right, here is your sports and leisure.
All right. Let's
What
see.
was
If
the?
I right this on this one.
Yeah, you're 0 for 3, and you passed one, and they got it. So,
Oh.
what was the first team in National League history to spank 100 homers in as few as 52 games in 2000?
Oh man. Let me see. First team in National League history.
Yep, to spank 100 homers in as few as 52 games in 2000.
Oh man. Well, let me see. I'm gonna. I know that the Mets were the National League champ that year. Oh man. See, and this is to have 100 home runs in under 52 games.
In as few as 52 games.
Oh man. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna take a guess. Say the Mets.
It was the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that seemed like the default answer.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because they still have Mark McGuire in those years.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, he was getting old back then.
All right, here's your wild card. What future Kansas congressman won Olympic silver in the 1500-meter run in 1968?
The 1968 win, the 1500.
The 1500-meter run in the 1968 Olympics.
Oh man. And this was a future Kansas congressman.
Yep,
I'm gonna take a guess and say Jim Ryan.
that is him.
Well, at least I got one.
Oh, you mean it wasn't Bob
Jim
Dole?
Jim who?
Unfortunately, though, you got 0, Jackson, because you passed one to Mike and he got it right. So
Who did he say? Who did he
Jim
say?
Ryan.
Jim
It's
Ryan.
not Ryan.
Yeah. Jim Ryan.
I thought his name was Runyon.
No, it's Ryan.
Is it Ryan? Okay.
Yeah.
All
no,
right.
it's Jim Ryan. All right. Hillbilly. Which one of these cards would you like? 3, 4, 5, or All American?
Let's go for 3, I guess.
All right. Here we go with number 3. What Iranian dubbed the U.S. the Great Satan?
Ayatollah Khomeini.
That's
Yep.
the man. What TV series was nearly titled The Flagstones?
Say that one more time.
What TV series was nearly titled The Flagstones?
What TV series?
What TV series was almost titled The Flagstones?
Hmm. I will pass that one to. Hmm. Joey.
I wouldn't have passed this one.
No,
Joey,
not to him.
what TV series was nearly titled The Flagstones?
I really have no clue on this one. I really don't. I'm going to guess the Flintstones.
I was going to say it has to be the
Yeah,
Flintstones.
it is The Flintstones.
They're the
Yeah.
modern Stone Age family.
Yep.
Come on, Ron. But that's a cartoon, not a.
It's a series, though.
It's a series.
Well. I mean, there's a difference between like live action and animation now.
Well, The Simpsons is a series, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I get it. I was a little confused by that. So.
All right, here's your history question. What leader did Yasser Arafat support in the Gulf War?
I guess Saddam Hussein, probably.
That is correct. Here is your science and nature. What's the world's oldest science, astronomy, chemistry, or physics?
Say it one more time.
What's the world's oldest science? Is it astronomy, chemistry, or physics?
I'd probably have to say astronomy, right? That's how we tell the day.
Yep, it is astronomy.
Ooh, I thought it was physics.
Now, physics came later. We didn't understand the physics behind.
Do we still understand the physics?
No, but they talk like they know what they're talking about, so we believe them.
Right.
Who was it we were playing trivia with the other night, and they gave an answer like they knew what the hell they were talking. Wasn't even close to the right answer.
Oh, that'd have been me.
That
That was me, remember?
was right. Yeah, I mean, he said it with such conviction.
It was when I said sugar for the tea, remember?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he said it with such conviction that even though I read the answer was wrong, you almost believed he was right.
And trying to be ice. It's like, come on.
All right, Hillbilly. Sports and leisure. What's the only Grand Slam golf tournament that's played every year on the same course?
The Masters at Augusta.
That is the Masters.
I wish I had this card.
All right, here you're going to get a 1 in 5 because this would be Mike's card because this is a Mike question. How many of every 5 American pet dogs are overweight? Mike, is that not your question?
Well, that's an easy one for 50-50.
Yeah.
Say that again.
How many of every 5 American pet dogs are overweight?
Now, how's it go? It's like either one or like
It's either one or the number below the top number.
right? So
So it's probably either 1 or 4.
I'm on 50-50 and say 1 or 4.
I bet you it's more than that. It's a percentage, right?
Unfortunately, you wasted your 50-50. The answer is not 1 or 4.
Really?
I
What
bet
is it,
it's like
3?
half the
Oh,
dogs.
the mic trick
Like
didn't
half
work,
the
huh?
dogs.
Tony, it was not 3.
Oh,
I bet it's like
It has
half
been
the
2.
dogs.
You're telling me
It
it's
was
every
both. It was 2.
2. Okay.
All right. Hillbilly, you got 4 questions right, but you passed 1 and they got it right, so you lost a point. So you've got 3.
All right.
All right. So after 1, Joey got 4 out of 6, but got a past 1 right, so he got 5. Mike got 4 out of 6, but he got a past one right, so he got 5. Tony has 3. Jackson has 0, and Hillbilly has 3. So Joey, you got Genesis 3, 4, and 5 available. Which one you want to do?
Let's go with 5.
All right, here we go.
What year was that?
This was 2000. What percentage of the 332 million folks connected to the internet in 2000 lived in Africa? Boy, there's another Mike question right here.
1%.
1% is correct.
Yeah. Well, see, I wouldn't have gone 50-50 in this because there's no way it's 99.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, arts and entertainment. What movie earned Clint Eastwood his first Oscar for Best Director?
Best direct. Ooh.
I think I
Yeah.
know what this one is, right? Yeah, and this is a real good movie.
Yeah,
I think one of the best lines in it is there's something about killing a man. You don't just take everything he has, you take everything he's going to have.
I'm trying to remember if he directed like Dirty Harry and stuff. So no, ask me that question again. I'm sorry.
What movie earned Clint Eastwood his first Oscar for Best Director?
Can I ask a question? Maybe give him a hint too. Is it a Western?
Well, if I answer that, then it'll give it away.
No,
Well, then I'm going to say Unforgiven.
It is Unforgiven.
there you go. Yeah.
Thank you, Hillbilly.
I'm sorry, guys. It's just that was such a. I don't
All
know.
right. Here's one of the easiest questions he's going to have all night. Here's history. What office product designed in Norway did patriotic Norwegians clip on their jackets to protest Nazi occupation?
This is an easy question.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm thinking. I think I know, but
you
I'm
know.
not
Don't
sure.
overthink it.
You know what? I bet you know. I bet you know, Joey. I bet it's exactly
well,
what you're thinking.
what I'm thinking is
Right. That's
like
what
a
I'm thinking.
paperclip, wasn't it? Wasn't it like a paperclip, just a paperclip.
It was Paperclip, remember? Because they came to the United States and was known as Operation Paperclip.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I thought it was, but I was not sure.
And now the movie did get postponed. It was supposed to come out June 5th. Now it's coming out, I think, July 12th. Oppenheimer. That looks like it's going to be a good movie.
That sounds like something I would see.
Yeah, so get ready for that in July. All right, here we go. Here's your science and nature, Joe. You got a 1 in 4 chance.
Yeah, quick giving him these.
What phase will the moon be in 3 complete lunations after a full moon?
Three complete phases after a full moon.
Yep.
So you've got the waxing, full moon, the waning, and the last. So I'm gonna say the last.
No, it takes it back to the full.
Ah.
Because it's full, and then they does 3 complete, and it's back to the full.
All right.
All right, here we go. Here's sports and leisure. What city attracts 15,000 inline skaters to a 16-mile race called La Friday
That's
Night?
Paris. Paris.
That is Paris.
Yeah, La kind of gave it away.
La.
Yeah.
that okay,
Well,
wild card.
think Quebec or Montreal.
What group's best-selling souvenir from its Zoo TV rock tour was the Achung baby condom? Now Joey's trying to remember which rock
Yeah,
group Achung baby condom.
I'm trying. I don't. CTV Rock Tour. I'm wanting to think. I'm trying to think if that was Sting or if that was U2. I guess I'll have to use a 50-50, and I'll say Sting or U2.
It's you two.
It was the second one. It was U2.
I had that album, Octoon Baby.
You got 5 out of 6 on that one. You only missed the full moon.
Yeah, but I had to use a 50-50, and that sucks.
Well, I already
But at
used
least
one
he
of
was
mine.
on the card on 2000 or below, and I'm not good on those. So
All right, Mike, would you like Genesis 3, 4, or 5?
I'll go 4.
All right, here we go with 4. People and places. What British landmark was classified by U.S. custom officials as a large antique?
Stonehenge?
It was the London Bridge.
Ah,
Remember they had brought the London Bridge over?
yeah, like I say, it could have been a number of them, though.
All right, here's your arts and entertainment. What U.S. rock group's leader insisted they wouldn't reunite, spawning their Hell Freezes Over reunion tour?
my God,
Are you?
are you
You
serious? You gonna give him that? We ain't gonna count that shit.
Okay, first of all, the Eagles were doing this before I was born. So, are you said you want the band the Eagles, or you look for Don Henley the leader?
Eagles works.
Okay.
All right. Here's your history. What award for reporting is the oldest given in U.S. journalism?
The Murrow?
It's
No,
the
I bet
Pulitzer
that's
Prize.
The Pulitzer? I thought that was. I didn't know that was for reporting.
Yep, Pulitzer Prize is for reporting.
I thought that was for authors. Huh. Okay.
Science and nature.
Man, I'm not doing good.
What rock makes the cheapest, softest form of sandpaper?
You know this one.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than you think, Mike.
Yeah.
I'll say sandstone.
Say the other one.
Well, I mean, I was thinking it could have been. It wouldn't be talc. It could have been pumice,
No.
I don't think- I don't-
limestone.
You like to use this to start fires.
What, flint?
It's flint.
I know. I never would have thought that.
All right. Here's your sports and leisure.
Ugh, this is terrible.
How many of the 5 boroughs does the New York City Marathon run through?
Fuck.
The one borough, when you run through, you got to get a gun when you enter the bureau and hand it back off.
Yeah,
I'm going to do a 50-50 on this one. I'm going to stay away from my. I don't think it's 1, so I'm going to say 2 and 3.
Nope.
I thought it went through all 5.
Right.
It does go through all 5.
Oh wow! I didn't know it went through all 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 27 miles or something like that.
That long? Jeez.
And those bridges are brutal.
All right, guys. Just so you know, a marathon is 26.2 miles.
Yeah, I never. Didn't think of that. Man, this card's killing me. Well, Joey's going to win this one.
Hey, you got the Eagles right.
Yeah, that's the only one I've got right.
Well, here you go. Here's your wild card. What word in the question is considered by grammarians to be an indefinite article? What word in this question is considered by grammarians to be an indefinite article.
This?
And
And
Oh my god. I'm usually.
all right,
Oh, I crapped the bed on this card. Oof.
you got one.
Yeah, I got one. Yay.
You're still in it.
Oh,
All right, Tony. Which card would you like? Genesis 3, 4, or 5?
Whatever's the newest one.
All right, Genesis 5 it is. Here we go, Tony. What drink made Parisian imbibers happy at Green Hour before it was outlawed in 1915?
Absinthe?
That is correct.
jeez. Come on.
Arts and entertainment. Who wore a toupee at his audition for Star Trek The Next Generation, only to have Gene Roddenberry say he looked like a drapery clerk?
Oh, Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart is correct. Here's your history question. What showbiz legend was dead for only 6 months when the FBI released 1,275 pages of files on him?
The showbiz legend?
Showbiz
Yeah,
legend.
don't ever think that, Tony.
Yeah.
Um,
And he is a legend.
showbiz legend. Marlon Brando? I don't know.
You got to think Mark Rogers.
No,
Oh, I'm not. I'm wrong
Elvis?
too.
no. You gotta
I don't know.
think old blue eyes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sinatra.
right.
Sinatra.
Sinatra.
Oh, see, I was wrong too then.
Okay, I was wrong.
All right. Science and nature.
I had no idea.
What natural hydrocarbons are plastics chiefly derived from?
Oil, petrochemical stuff?
Petroleum is correct. Sports and leisure.
Which is why, by the way, my favorite protest ever is when they decided to block the big oil rig in Puget Sound and not let it sail out into the ocean. And they all used canoes, not realizing that their canoes are like 100% made of petroleum products.
Yeah.
You know, that's like the windmills, you know, for the wind generation is made 80% from petrochemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everything is. Hell, friggin' lipstick, makeup, everything's made from oil.
All right. Tony, here's your sports and leisure. What 15-year-old Ukrainian figure skater won the 1993 World Championships in only her 4th competition?
Oh, man.
Wait, who is it? Or what year?
And don't pass it to Mike. It sounds like he knows this one.
No, I have no clue.
Oh, oh, what? 15
Oh, Oksana Bayul.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew it.
I
Good
think-
job, Tony.
Okay, Tony, here's your wild card. What food was first offered frozen to U.S. consumers by Calentano Brothers in 1957?
Wait, say it
What?
again. What food?
What food was first offered frozen to U.S. consumers by Calentano Brothers in 1957?
Pizza.
It was pizza. All right, you got 5 out of 6.
Good
Woohoo.
job, Tony.
Good
Nice.
job.
I'll take it.
That is awesome on that card.
Yeah.
All right, Jackson. You have Genesis 3, 4, or All American. Which card would you like?
Genesis 3, 4, and what
All
now?
American.
I'm going to do Genesis 4.
All right, here
I'm
we
going
go.
to see if I can get a point on that category.
Here you go. What Central American country is bordered by Honduras and Costa Rica?
Honduras and Costa Rica.
Yep.
Oh man. Ask the question again.
What Central American country is bordered by Honduras and Costa Rica? Rica.
Let me see. I'm going to use a 50-50. First guess is El Salvador, and the second guess is Nicaragua.
You got it on the second guess.
I can guess. Yeah. So I thought it was either Nicaragua or Guatemala.
Well, I got 1 point.
Yeah. All right, here's your arts and entertainment. Who illustrated the Boy Scout calendar from 1926 to 1976?
The Boy Scout calendar from 1926 to when else?
76.
1976. Oh man, I'm gonna say Norman Rockwell.
That is Norman.
Nice
All
one.
right, here's your history question. What outfit did one of every 6 members of the American Communist Party really work for, according to a former ACP member?
Former ACP member. You like that?
What outfit did one of every 6 members of the American Communist Party really work for, according to a former ACP member?
Ooh. I'm gonna see if I can. I have one more pass, right?
Yep, you can pass this.
Let's see if I can pass it to Mike Ford. I bet he can figure this one out.
All right, Mike, what outfit did one of every 6 members of the American Communist Party really work for, according to a former American Communist Party member?
I'd say the federal government.
Specifically.
What, like a department for the
Yeah,
government? Is that what
what branch of the federal?
Department of Defense?
The
That's it.
FBI.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
All right, Jackson, you're going to get that one. So now we're up to science and nature.
Alrighty.
What was the first domestic creature to provide dairy products for humans?
A cow?
That would be a goat.
A goat?
Yep.
Oh man.
Sports and leisure. What 7'1" NBA center's first name translate as little one?
He was nicknamed Little One.
No. What 7'1" NBA center's first name translates as little one?
I'm all out of passes on that one, aren't I?
Yep.
Ah, crap. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Well, you don't want to pass that anyway.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah, that one's pretty easy.
No. I wonder if this guy went to UCLA.
I don't know.
I think it's easier than we think, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't. He didn't go to UCLA.
Yeah.
No. And he was a guy.
Let me know when you give up because I have a guess.
Think fraternity.
Okay, so I got like a 50-50. So there's I have one more 50-50. My first,
50-50?
yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna say, like, my first guess is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That is incorrect.
All right. So, and my second one is Nate Archibald.
No.
Nate Archibald is correct. Tony, who did you think it was?
Isn't Nate Archibald on Gossip Girl?
No.
I think he
I
is.
don't know.
I think he is.
He is. He's a character in Gossip Girl. Isn't it Yao Ming?
No,
It's
Oh,
Hakeem
okay,
Olajuwon.
It's Shaquille O'Neal.
it's Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, really? I thought it was Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, Shaquille translates to little one.
I did not know that. Okay,
I thought
was really wrong.
I thought he was taller than 7'1". I thought he was like 7'3".
I thought Shaq was 6'11".
No, he was
No.
not one. All right, Jackson, here's your wild card.
All right.
How many U.S. states did Raquel Welch continue to insist there were on the Larry King Show, even after being corrected?
Oh man. How did she not know that there were 50 states? Good lord.
Well, we had a president who thought there were 54, so.
Oh lord.
I thought Obama thought there was like 57 or 58.
Oh, I thought he said 54.
It was a stupid number, I know that.
Hey, we've had vice presidents who couldn't spell potato.
Potato.
What, was
Yeah,
it?
our
Was,
presidents are not always the
not,
brightest.
yeah, I mean, what wasn't he including the territories?
Yeah, but he misspoke that they were states.
We have a vice president now that would ramble about 15 minutes and still not give an answer. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you'd have to go back in time, though, to get a president who could actually win an IQ contest. I mean, they're not always the brightest of the people.
No.
Are you saying Mike Pence isn't a genius?
I can tell you with all certainty that Mike Pence is not a genius.
Oh
Mike-
man.
There's a pup with that rod
So,
shoved. in his
all
ass.
out of 50-50 now I'm all out of pass.
Yep.
And Raquel Welch didn't think there were 50 states. I've never watched any of her appearances on David Letterman, so I'm going to take a guess and say that she thought there was like 40 or 20 states.
She thought there was 51.
Jesus. Well,
I
we're
mean, there
not
probably
there.
should be.
Huh?
But there never will, because the Republicans ain't going to let a Democratic country come in, and the Democrats ain't going to let a republic. So we're not gonna let any more states in, unfortunately.
Let in DC and Puerto Rico and split Texas into 3.
yeah, he'll just give Texas back to Mexico.
Well, I just think we should just take Mexico too. Be like, no, shut the fuck up, Mexico. You guys are part of us now.
Now, what we need to do is we need to buy Mexico, rehab it, and then flip it.
Yeah,
It's make money, okay? I'm telling you, we buy Mexico, rehab it, and flip it.
Can we include Mississippi when we do that?
There you go.
I
We'll
wonder
throw
if
it in.
an MLB team, an NBA team, and maybe an NFL team in Mexico City. I wonder.
Within 2 years, there will be an MLB team in Mexico City. It's already, the stadium's already being built. They've already talked about it. It's not a done deal, but it's as close to done as you're going to get without it being done yet.
They couldn't play in the Azteca?
No, Azteca would need. They could play a game or two there, but they couldn't play a full season there because one, there's too much soccer still being played there, and two, it's not the way it's designed. It's not set up to really have a good baseball diamond in it.
Could you imagine if Cuba, like became more free, and there was a good ball club in Havana that joined the MLB? I bet that would be a good ball team right there.
I'll tell you
That'd be
what.
the team to get season tickets for.
Right.
Yeah.
If
Big
Fidel
Mojito
Castro
bar,
was-
field.
if Fidel Castro was allowed to play baseball in the United States, there would have never been a Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah.
West Virginia needs to be bought by one of its neighboring states and flipped. It really does. And the thing about it was, West Virginia used to be like really big, right? I mean, when coal was really big, it was huge. We had more millionaires per capita than any other state in the country, and things. And now we're shit. And back even years ago, you think about Wheeling, West Virginia. Wheeling was a huge trade city and stuff. So
I still like the comedian who said we need to combine Utah and Idaho and call it Idaho.
Idaho,
Idaho.
Idaho, baby.
All right, Jackson, you got 3 out of 6. Well, you got 2 out of 6, and then you passed it, and Mike got it wrong, so you got 3 out of 6 on that one.
Sweet.
Hillbilly, you got Genesis 4, 5, or All American. Which card would you like? Did he step out?
Let's
Hillbilly?
do
Brian says
Genesis
he's-
4.
Genesis 4. Here we go.
Brian Burse is in the chat. He says he's filming a new video today and it's horrible. Sorry,
Oh,
Brian.
definitely watch it if it's horrible.
Yeah.
Those are the best ones to watch. All right. People and places. What are painted bright yellow and left out for public use on the streets of Portland, Oregon?
Bicycles?
They are bicycles. You know, they do that in Mexico City. They got bicycles all over, and it costs like $40 a year, and you can rent bikes. And I mean, you pick it up from one place, you can drive it to another. It's actually a pretty smart idea.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard now though, they're taking that yellow paint, and they're painting the turds on the sidewalk. I don't know if you-
Well,
Speed bumps.
I know they're painting like in bright yellow Black Lives Matter in Portland, aren't they? Like in bright yellow everywhere.
but they're having a huge homeless. Have you guys heard like San Francisco? Man, they're going through like a huge, like property devaluation. I heard.
Yeah, because everybody steals everything out there.
Yeah, I mean I guess it's getting pretty bad in some places.
I mean, there's videos online of people just like broad daylight walking into stores with trash bags and just emptying
California,
shelves.
yeah,
Mike,
wow.
your mic is messing up again, really bad.
Again, shit. Okay, I need
All
to
right.
get a new headset.
Hillbilly, are you ready for arts and entertainment?
Let's have it.
What bankrupt Las Vegas Kroner spent $75,000 to refurbish his pet penguin's pond?
I think I'll pass this one to Jackson. Do I have a pass?
You do. Here we go, Jackson. What bankrupt Las Vegas Kroner spent $75,000 to refurbish his pet penguin's pond?
What's the question again?
What bankrupt Las Vegas Kroner spent $75,000 to refurbish his pet penguin's pond?
Teamsters?
That would be the guy who sings Donkey
Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton.
Oh.
Hillbilly, you got that one right.
That's the only way I got it.
Now you get a 1 in 3 chance. Who was on the cover of Time most often? Winston Churchill, FDR, or Joseph Stalin?
Wow.
I'm glad they gave you like these 3 because I would have guessed somebody completely different. Because I would have guessed like Richard Nixon because Richard Nixon was on there like
Right,
1,000 times.
I thought you were talking about Hitler winning Man of the Year in what, 36?
Yeah. The
Who was on the cover?
it's like
Time
those
most
3
often?
are.
Winston Churchill,
Wow.
FDR, or Joseph Stalin?
I'm gonna go with Stalin, man.
It was Stalin. All right. Science and
All right.
nature. What type of seeds can cause drug tests to trigger false positives for opium?
Oh man, don't count this one.
Poppy seeds.
Poppy seeds is correct. Here's your sports and leisure. What two golfers led the PGA in earnings 3 seasons each in the 1960s?
Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer.
All right, here we go for your last one. If you get this right, you'll have gone 6 out of 6, but you passed one, so you don't get your stuff back, but you'll have gone 6 for 6. Wild card. What did Eli Broad earn 2.5 million of when he charged a 2.5 million painting to his credit card?
Yeah, you broke up on me there, Jeff. Could you read it again?
What did Eli Broad earn 2.5 million of when he charged a 2.5 million painting to his credit card?
Read it one more time.
I got a guess. I'd like
What?
to guess that if
I
you
got
don't
a-
know it.
What did Eli Broad earn 2.5 million of when he charged a 2.5 million dollar painting to his credit card?
Uh, Sky Miles.
Frequent flyer miles is
Yeah,
correct.
that's what I would have said. Good job.
You got 6 out of 6 on that one.
Holy moly!
All right.
Well, I'd like to have a credit card with $2.5 million I could just charge on it.
Black Amex card does that.
Yeah.
That's the only one I know of that has no limit.
I can guarantee you if I had a $2.5 million credit card, it would not be to buy a $2.5 million painting.
No, hell no.
Just putting that out there right
No.
now.
I'm buying me a house and a car and
Now, Joey, you're a freaking redneck like me. You're gonna buy one painting. You're gonna have to buy the Velvet Elvis. I mean, every
yeah, I got to buy the Velvet
Velvet
Elvis.
Elvis in their house,
And the dog's playing poker.
and the dog's playing. Exactly. You got to have some fine art.
2.5 million Sky Miles. Do they just give you your own plane for a week?
Yeah, really.
The problem is, though, with all the blackout dates, you don't really get a lot of.
Well, the thing about it is billionaire area had his own plane. What the hell was he going to use them Sky Miles on?
Exactly. All right, Joey, would you like to try Genesis 3 or Genesis 4?
Let's go Genesis 4.
All right, here we go. Genesis 4. What tiny nation's citizens are called Monegasques? Monegasques.
Monegasques?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to have to pass this one. No, wait a minute. Monegasques. Is that Monaco?
It is Monaco.
How about that?
All right. Here's your arts and entertainment. What NBC sitcom once saw two of its neurotics try to pitch NBC on a sitcom about nothing?
You're going to have to read that again.
What NBC sitcom once saw two of its neurotics try to pitch NBC on a sitcom about nothing?
That was on Seinfeld. So that was George and Seinfeld.
It was Seinfeld. History. What was 11th century Spanish military leader Rodrigo Diaz de Vivar better known as?
El Cid?
El Cid is correct. Science and nature. What common weed, known for its airborne seeds, do monarch caterpillars dine on exclusively?
Is that the milkweed?
That is milkweed. All right, this one I shouldn't even have to ask. I should just give you the point. But here's science and nature, sports and leisure. What company's logo is called the swoosh?
Mikey.
All right, now to go 6 out of 6 with no help. Here's your wild card, and it's a 1 and 3. How much money per day did model Linda Evangelista say she didn't wake up for less than $2,000, $5,000, or $10,000?
I'm gonna say 10,000.
All right, you get back your goods, Joey. You went 6 out of 6.
Man.
Right.
Genesis 4 was good.
I almost didn't
Congrats.
because I mean that first question almost got me, and then it just dawned on me. You know, that's Monaco.
I gotta run, guys, because I gotta help with Matt's thing. But this is fun. Thank you guys.
Hey, Tony,
Bye,
thanks
Tony.
for coming, man.
You catch you later, Tony.
Love you,
Tide,
Tony.
go blue, go Mountaineers. Talk to you guys
you know
later.
my score don't count,
Right on.
right? I can't win,
Tony.
so my score don't count.
You count. You count in our hearts. All right, see you guys.
See you later, Tony.
All right, Mike, you've got Genesis 3 and 5. Which one would you like?
I'll go 5.
Genesis 5. Here we go.
I'll be right back.
All right. Here's your first question, Mike. What guest residence for visiting head of state is found at 1651 Pennsylvania Avenue?
So just down the road from the White House.
Yep, right by the White House.
I'll pass that one to the skeptic.
Hillbilly. What guest residence for visiting heads of state is found at 1651 Pennsylvania Avenue?
Oh, geez, what guest residence? What guest residence is found at 1658? I have no idea.
You do have a 50-50, but that's it. So that ain't
Yeah.
going to really help you.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't even know. Which two, because that sounds like it would be a very specific structure,
Yeah, it's
Well-
a specific one.
very tightly controlled with security and stuff like that. So
Yep. Does anybody know? It's called the Blair House.
the Blair House. Okay.
All right. Arts and entertainment. Whose Broadway role in Annie Get Your Gun won him the crime fighter, lifeguard, and cowboy gay fantasy trifecta, according to Jon Stewart?
Wait. Say it again. Repeat that again. What?
What Broadway role in Annie Get Your Gun won him the crime fighter, lifeguard, and cowboy gay fantasy trifecta, according to Jon Stewart?
Do I have another pass? Or am I all out?
You do. You have 2 passes.
Well, I just used one, so.
Or yeah, sorry, 1. I'm sorry.
I'll pass this one to Jackson.
Jackson. Whose Broadway role in Annie Get Your Gun won him the crime fighter, lifeguard, and cowboy gay fantasy trifecta, according to Jon Stewart?
Say that one more time.
Whose Broadway role in Annie Get Your Gun won him the crime fighter, lifeguard, and cowboy gay fantasy trifecta, according to Jon Stewart?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to really think about this one. This was Jon Stewart.
Yeah, Jon Stewart made this comment.
I don't even.
All right. Does anybody know? Who's the most famous lifeguard you guys can think of?
David Hasselhoff.
There you go. That was the answer.
That would have been my guess, but the thing is, I've never known him as a cowboy or what was the other one?
A crime fighter.
I guess he kind of was a crime fighter and Knight Rider, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he was a cowboy in Annie Get Your Gun.
Yeah, see, I didn't know a single person from Annie Get Your Gun, so.
Yeah, he was a cowboy in Annie Get Your Gun, so that made him the cowboy. You know him as the lifeguard. And yeah, the crime fighter role would have been. All right, here's your history question. What's the most notorious piece of fiction to feature the Ayatollah Khomeini in a bad dream sequence?
Oh my God. Okay, repeat that one more time.
What's the most notorious piece of fiction to feature the Ayatollah Khomeini in a bad dream sequence?
Pass. I can't think of anything.
It was Satanic Verses.
Oh, never read it.
All right, here is your science and nature. What hospital professional do wise guys bluntly call an axe?
An axe?
Yep. What hospital professional do wise guys bluntly call an axe?
A surgeon?
A surgeon it is.
Hmm.
All right. Sports and leisure. What two cards compromise your starting hand in Texas Hold'em poker if you're been dealt the Oedipus Rex?
The Oedipus Rex?
Yep.
Judging from what I know about Oedipus Rex, the two cards that make the most sense would be the Queen and the Jack.
It is the Queen and the Jack. Here's your wild card. What soda sports a script logo dreamed up by Frank Robinson, the company's bookkeeper?
Wait, say it again.
What soda sports a script logo dreamed up by Frank Robinson, the company bookkeeper?
Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola it is.
Well, if you include my passes, I had a decent round.
You got 3 out of 6. You passed 2 and they both got it wrong, so you got 5 out of 6.
If only I could throw out that one terrible round.
All right, Jackson. You have Genesis 3 and 4. Which one would you like?
Let's do 4.
All right, Genesis 4. All right. What African country is bordered by Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique?
Say that again.
What African country is bordered by Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique?
That borders Namibia.
Namibia.
Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique.
Mozambique.
Botswana.
What African country is bordered by Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique?
South Africa.
That is South Africa.
Yep.
All right. 1 in 4 chance on this one. Here's the arts and entertainment. Who died last? Desi Arnaz, Lucille Ball, William Frawley, or Vivian Vance?
Say again.
Who died last? Desi Arnaz, Lucille Ball, William Frawley, or Vivian Vance?
I'm gonna take a guess and say, because I'm thinking it's either Desi Arnaz or Lucille Ball. But to be honest, I'm gonna guess Lucille Ball.
It was Lucille Ball. She was the last of the I Love Lucy.
She,
Here's your history question.
all right.
What Caribbean nation sent thousands of troops to Angola and Ethiopia in the 1970s?
I have no idea.
No guess?
Nope.
That would be Cuba.
Cuba. Why
Here-
does not surprise me?
Here's your science and nature.
All right.
What animal travels at 25 miles per hour underwater but finds it easier to toboggan on its belly on land?
A shark,
No, that would be the little penguin.
little penguin. Well, underwater, and I was like, well,
I think I would have said a seal.
Yeah.
I would have said a fat girl with a ice cream cone, but that would have been me, and I would have
Yeah.
been.
That'd been true too.
All right.
What do you say, Sergeant Pickles?
Hey, Sergeant Pickles. Hey, he's back from vacation. He was on vacation. Science and nature, or no, sports and leisure. What 18-year-old golfer became the youngest U.S. amateur champ in history in 1994?
1994,
Yep.
and this is a U.S. golfer.
Yep. What 18-year-old golfer became the youngest U.S. amateur champ in history in 1994? Don't
You're
overthink.
overthinking this.
I'm going to say Tiger Woods.
Yep.
Come
Yeah.
on, of course, yeah. El Tigre, man.
All right. Here's your last wild card. What supermodel graced a 1993 People cover trumpeting Skin and Bones?
Ooh. What's the question again about Skin and Bones?
What supermodel graced a 1993 People cover trumpeting Skin and Bones?
I have no clue.
That would
I
have
got
been.
an idea.
Oh, who do you think it was?
I think it was Kate Moss.
It was Kate Moss. All
That
right.
makes sense.
You got 3 out of 6 right there, Jackson.
Well, number 3 is a lucky number.
All right. Hillbilly, would you like Genesis 5 or All American?
I'll let you pick there, Jeff.
I think you're an All American, so we're going to give you All American. Here we go.
How come there's not an all Chinese version?
Because
It probably is in China.
I can't read paintings or pictures. Damn it, Joey! You hear how I mutilate the freaking English and
Yeah, no.
French
it's hard.
language? You want me to take on Chinese? We're in trouble.
Ding dong, wang, ding dong.
I'm going to have to bring on somebody who can do sign language.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. What civil rights leader said, if a man hasn't discovered something that he will die for, he isn't fit to live?
Would that be Malcolm X?
That'd be the other one.
Yeah, I was going to say you should use 50-50 there. You know it's going to be the one of the two.
Yeah, it was the other guy, unfortunately. That was Martin Luther King Jr.
Dr. Kane.
All right, here we go. Entertainment. Let's see how much you paid attention in your childhood. Who is Mr. Rogers' mailman?
Oh, geez. Speedy Delivery. What is his name? You know, he turned out to be gay. By the way, I don't know if you guys knew this. I can't remember his
Wasn't
name.
everybody on the show?
Pretty
No.
much.
I'm trying to. I can't remember his name, guys. I know who he is.
You can pass it to me.
Right. Well, I'm out of passes. I gotta. That's just been too long, man, since I've seen Mr. Rogers.
All right. Who do you think it is, Joey?
Mr. McFeely.
McFeely. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's your history question, Hillbilly. What California-bound pilot was surprised to see the streets of Ireland when he looked down on July 18th, 1938?
Say that one more time.
What California-bound pilot was surprised to see the streets of Ireland when he looked down on July 18th, 1938?
Well, am I overthinking this one?
Yeah, because he was going to fly. He's supposed to fly across the country, like, if I'm thinking right. He's
Is it
supposed to fly from, like, New York to Los Angeles or something, but ended up in Ireland.
This is a guy I would have never flown with. Ever.
is it Lindbergh?
No, it's the other
No.
one.
Howard Hughes?
No, it's Douglas Wrong Way Corrigan. I'm never flying with the guy they call Wrong Way.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Well, I mean, definitely wrong way. I mean,
Yeah, because you're supposed to fly across the country, but it kind of, now listen, you're flying across the country, right? There's no ocean, but you fly over the friggin' ocean to get to Ireland. You ended up in Ireland.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not flying with a guy they call Wrong Way. Not gonna happen.
if it's something like he was flying, like with his windows blacked out or something, trying to fly with instruments and his instruments malfunction, I could see something like that.
Yeah, I mean that'd be like trying to drive cross country with a guy named Crash.
If you're flying over water for like 15 minutes, if you're flying over water for like 15 minutes and you're going across the country, something's wrong.
Yeah, unless you're going across a Great Lake the wrong direction.
Right. Yeah.
You're not going to be over water for that much time.
Or flying from South Florida to South Texas or something, and maybe going
Yeah.
across the Gulf of Mexico. But
Yeah.
when you're going from New York to like Los Angeles, I think that's what his flight was, New York to Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think
And
he
you're
was.
flying over water for like 8 hours. There's something wrong somewhere.
What was he thinking? Damn, the Mississippi sure is long, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's a hell of a flood. I tell you what, I think of this all the time. My grandpa was a character, but my grandpa, one of my favorite stories he always told was, I was almost born in Texas. My dad was stationed in El Paso when he wasn't in Vietnam, and my grandma and grandpa went down to see my mom and dad one time, and my grandpa was all excited to go see the Rio Grande because he remembers John Wayne and this and that. And he said, I got there and all I thought was, I could piss across that if I drank 3 beers.
Have they made a movie about Corrigan? I don't think they have. They need to. I'd
No,
like to know what his damn story is behind that.
Yeah, that would be a good story.
I've crossed Texas in the burning sands to dip my feathers in the Rio Grande.
Yep.
I'd like to know the backstory of that. I'm gonna have to read. I'm sure there's a book about it. I'm gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah, there's got to be a book about Wrong Way. All right, here we go. Hillbilly places. What was the original name of New York? And it isn't as simple as Old York.
I want to say something to Amsterdam or something like that.
It was
Yeah.
New Amsterdam. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, sports and leisure. What college set a collegiate record of 52 consecutive basketball losses by losing every game from 1971 to 1973?
What college team? Read that one more.
My college set a collegiate record of 52 consecutive basketball losses by losing every game from 71 through 73.
Hmm.
Wasn't there a Texas football team, a small team, that lost like 102 football games? Didn't they go like 10 years? Wasn't there some real small, like Division III school?
Sounds familiar.
Prairie View or something like. I think it was like Prairie View or something like that. Lost like 102 straight football games.
Is this kind of like an obscure school?
I've never heard of this school.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would be shocked if you pulled this out. I really would. I've never heard of this school.
Pepperdine.
It did start with a P. It was Piedmont College.
Piedmont. Okay.
All right.
You never heard of Piedmont?
I never heard of Piedmont.
Yeah, they used to have an airline. I'm just kidding.
All right. Here's your wild card. What occupation, according to Forbes, is the least prestigious?
What occupation, according to Forbes, is the least prestigious? Wow. You know, I find it odd that people even contemplate these things, let alone rank them.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Jackie Gleason hollering up, "Hey, Norton! Norton! I'm in the sewer system."
Right? That's what you think, right? Like sewer,
That'd be my, yeah, you know.
or like a
Oh, my guess would be lawyer.
right?
You know,
Real stuff.
yeah, I'm thinking like a shoe salesman or something like that. So,
Hey, now, wait a minute.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying
Bundy
to.
You ripping on Al?
I tell you,
I was gonna say you ripping on Al Bundy.
Yeah,
the
four
scummiest
touchdowns
people
in
would
one
be like
game.
a car salesman.
Now, how many of you guys has anybody on this show ever seen the Red Green Show?
Oh,
Yeah, I've seen it.
No, little before my time.
Oh no, it's still on. Well, it's been recent.
Yeah, I
Red
used to watch
Green,
Big
it
Green.
was a PBS show, Mike. You ought to watch a few of them. They're funnier than hell.
I thought Red Grange is like a '60s show or something.
No, Red Green, it was like the 90s and 2000s.
He was a Canadian, didn't he?
Yep. Keep your puck on the ice, or keep your stick on the ice.
Yeah, yeah.
And he always tells the audience, if the women don't find you handsome, at least they should find you handy.
Right.
And he always fixed stuff with duct tape. I mean, you would laugh, Mike. It's a pretty funny show.
He wanted to make like a mid-engine Italian like sports car. He liked duct tape two big American, big. Like I don't know if you guys remember like the Ford LTD, but you could get it for a two-door coupe. Right, but the door on it was still like 6 foot long. Weighed a ton,
Yeah.
And it was crazy the stuff he pulled off. Man.
You get bored one time, Mike, and ain't got nothing to watch. Pull up Red Green on YouTube or that. You'll laugh.
Red Green?
Red Green.
Oh, I thought you said Red Grange.
No, Red Green. The Red Green Show. Because he always wore one red suspender and one green suspender, and
Oh,
he lives up in Canada at Possum Lodge is the name of the place, and it's funny. You'll laugh.
Hmm.
All right, Hillbilly. Have you thought of what occupation, according to Forbes, is the least prestigious?
I'm gonna say garbage man.
It is not.
I've said a while ago. After I said shoe salesman, I'm just playing around. I said probably a car salesman.
It is not a car salesman.
Huh.
It is actually the people that you see getting out of nice cars, dressed all scummy looking with the sign that's sent on the side of the road.
what a valet!
A panhandler.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't know you could consider that an occupation.
They make more money than we do, probably.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
did I ever tell you about the two Mexicans standing on the corner panhandling?
right.
They got these two Mexicans. They're standing on the corner panhandling, and they've been out there for like a week. And the one Mexican goes over to the other Mexican and goes, I don't understand this. He said, every day we're out here, the same corner. I make, pennies and get change. And he goes, you get $1,000 every day. What's going on? And the guy said, if I tell you, will you promise never to work my corner again? And the guy's like, hey, if you tell me and I can go somewhere else and make your kind of money, I'll go. And he goes, well, look at your sign. He said, your sign says I have a wife and 3 children, need money for food, will work. He said, now look at my sign. I need $5 to go back to Mexico.
Yeah.
Everybody and their brother gives him $5.
Yeah.
All right, let me add up these. Joey had 16. Mike had 11. Tony in 2 rounds had 8. Jackson had 6. Hillbilly, you're tonight's winner with 13.
Well, I came from behind to get that one. Wow.
nice.
You did.
Man, I'll tell you what, though, guys, it's been a fun night. I'm glad we finally got a chance to do this again.
I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. I am going to get off of here. I'm going to end this, and then I'll talk to you guys in the back in a second.
Okay.
I will be back, not tomorrow night, but Wednesday night. We will do another trivia, and we'll have a contest that night. So
This Wednesday night.
I'll see you Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday night.
Okay, I'll try to make it.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll go ahead and grab a shower and head to bed.
Night, Mike. Have a good one, buddy.
Okay.